Oh, sorry. Can I block? No, I can't. Sorry. I'm not moving. So I am here to start a series of videos. My hair looks special. That I'm trying to do for the winter holiday season. It is actually the end of October, but that's when I'm starting this because I feel like that's what I have to do, because across this, I'm going to read 12 books. So my plan is to do 4 different reading vlogs with 3 books each, and hopefully I don't DNF anything. What do I do if I DNF? I don't know. Anyways, and so my plan is to read 3, the paint job in this room is horrible. Sorry. Anyways, is to read 3 contemporary Christmas romances, 3 historical Christmas romances, 3 new releases that are holiday romances for 2024, and then 3 non-Christmas but winter holiday romances. So that is my plan. I honestly don't feel like I read a lot of Christmas romances or holiday romances. I don't know why. I just don't. I mean, I will say, like, the last couple of years, the holiday time has been, like, not my favorite. I can't even tell you why, but I'm kind of, like, in the mood now that I have a house. Like, I'm excited to start over, to start fresh, to decorate, all of those things, and I will take you along on some of that. I'm going out of town next week, and when I come home, I'm gonna go to my grandma's because she has a tree that she just can't put up anymore because it's too big for her. I think it's like 6 feet. So she bought like a little tabletop one for her. So she asked if I wanted that tree, and I said yes, because then I don't have to buy a tree. I do have like a 2.5, 3 footer, which I will probably put upstairs in like the library maybe, I don't know. So I think that tree, the big one, is going to go in here or just off of this room. Off this room is my living, like my family room, living room area. It might go in there. I don't know, because I'm also getting the Christmas village. So I grew up going to my grandma's like every year on Black Friday and putting up the Christmas village. And I'm like the only one that cares about the Christmas village other than my grandma. I think people think I am just appeasing her by saying I want it. I am not. I love it, and I love what it represents and the memories I have with putting it up with my grandma every year. And it means a lot to me. So yes, so she said instead of waiting until she unfortunately passes away, hopefully a long time from now, she said I could have it when I got a house. So I'm gonna go get that as well. I don't know if I'll be able to put the whole thing up just because it is pretty big. It is plastic, canvas, and yarn. So she and my great grandma, her mom, made it. And so because I celebrate Christmas and Thanksgiving with my brother, sister-in-law, niece, and nephew, and we're gonna do that at my house this year. And I told my niece, or my sister-in-law, I was like, oh, we can put the village together, like up. And because that I'm planning on putting in this room, I have like a bay window, and I think I'm going to put like a table over there and then have that kind of be, because that's a pretty open area. And I think that will be perfect. I'm so excited. Oh, I accidentally turned on my air purifier. Hold on. That's going to get really loud. I turned it off for this, just for you. Because there's a litter box in this room. So I have an air purifier in here. Just to try to help a little bit. I mean, the house is gonna smell like cat. Anyways, so I told my sister-in-law, I was like, we can put it up together. And she's like, oh, I don't know. I was like, oh, don't worry. Like, you can't break this. It's fine. Also, bonus, because of the cats, like, I don't know how they're gonna react, but at least they can't break it. So growing up, we always used like cotton batting as like snow. And that I'm not comfortable using with the cats. So I'm not comfortable with the cats just because I feel like it'll get stuck in their nails, like their claws and everything. So I think I'm just gonna get like a white tablecloth and go from there. I'm gonna try, I think, to pin or tape it up though. I don't know about these ones because they've never been around like a tablecloth or anything, but Murphy used to like hang on it. So we'll do that. And last year they stayed with my dad for a little while around Christmas, and he had a tree and they were completely fine with it. So I'm hopeful. Now my plan is to not put any like fragile ornaments or anything. I may not even do any ornaments, just to be on the safe side, but I think we're gonna be good. So yes, but I will take you along when I can with my Christmas decor. I don't think I'm gonna do lights outside, just because that's like a lot of work. I don't know, I want to, but I don't want to go through all the effort. I might get one of those like projection things and put it on the front of the house or the garage. I did buy battery operated lights for my windows, and because I love that. I love like a Victorian house with like candles in the window. I'm a sucker for that. So I'm gonna do that. And I have pretty like decent windowsills, so it should work. I don't know. I'm just so excited this year for like the first time in like 5 years for Christmas. I hope my neighbors decorate. I don't know if they do, obviously, but I hope they do. So today we are starting with the contemporary romance version of this series of videos, and I'm going to start with an ebook that I got on Kindle Unlimited, and that is Sleigh, You'll Stay. Is that what it's called? Hold on. Yes, Sleigh, You'll Stay by Michelle Garyfalakis. That looks vaguely Greek, and I am not good with it. It's just like Eastern European. I'm awful. It was on Kindle Unlimited, which I am trying not to spend money on these videos, and so far there's one that I feel like the hold is really long on my library, so I have no idea how like that is gonna, like, if it's gonna come through or not. Fortunately, that one is an Allie Carter book, so I feel like if it is not available, I will be less upset about buying it, because at least I already know I like Allie Carter. And then I think there's one that I think just released. Also, the problem is most of them I have to get through the New York City library if they're library books, and I can only have 3 holds at a time on there. So that is very limiting when I'm on like obnoxiously long holds. So anyways, I have not heard a ton about this book, but I will read you. I honestly don't even think I read the synopsis. I think it had popped up for me like last year, and so I was like, oh yeah, let's do that one, and it was on Kindle Unlimited. So the synopsis: Kat has made some life-changing, albeit rash, decisions. Everyone thinks her life is perfect, but she's packed everything she owns into a crappy car, fled the state, and ghosted her boyfriend of 7 years. Things aren't quite going the way she always thought they would, but it's nothing some Christmas carols and a fresh start can't fix, right? Big Timber Acres, a horse ranch in Montana, is where she'll be for the next year. The perfect setting for her to find herself and move on. There's just one problem and his name is Oliver, an Australian cowboy who's the lead ranch hand. It's an instant clash of warring personalities, sexual tension, and snarky banter. When the ranch gets some big news, the duo is thrust into even more emotional turmoil. Will they be able to put their feelings for each other aside and work together for the sake of the ranch? Find out in Sleigh, You'll Stay, from the author. Okay. Yes. So I'm on Goodreads on my Kindle right now. Will it tell me anything? It has 1,300 ratings, 3.74 stars. I know a lot of people think that like if something doesn't have a 4 on Goodreads that it's like not worth your time, and I just strongly disagree, because in order to have over a 4 on Goodreads, that means you have to have an inordinate amount of 5 stars, and like who's throwing out 5 stars that generously? Not me. And you know, there's nothing wrong with a 4-star read or a 3-star read, you know? So we'll see. This is also why I do a series of videos where I talk about reading 1-star reviews for some of my favorite books that I've given 5 stars, because negative reviews are not necessarily bad. Anyways, no, I hate my Kindle like automatically updating my Goodreads. Is that weird? Does anyone else have that problem? I don't know. Anyways, I have no idea how long this is. I should have looked that up. but we're gonna get started and I will update you as I go. I don't know how often I will, but I'm just hoping to finish this before I go on vacation. Anyways, should I listen to Christmas music? See, I will say this is part of the problem I've had historically, is that I do have a tendency in the past, because I'm like a Christmas girly, like obsessed. I make it my whole personality. I think part of it is because my birthday is the 23rd of December. My birthday is Christmas Adam, you know. I had to explain to somebody to what that means, and it's because Adam comes before Eve, so Christmas Adam. Anyways, I did not come up with that. But I used to, in like October, even September sometimes, I would just want the Christmas spirit, the Christmas vibes, the Christmas love. I just love the idea of Christmas. I love the idea of family and love and everything, you know, all the cliche stuff. And so I would just like immerse myself in it, like watch Christmas movies constantly and listen to Christmas music. And then by the time Christmas actually comes around, like I'd be kind of burned out on it. So that's why I'm trying not to, like, that's why I'm starting this so early. One, because my reading's been so slow, but two, because then I can like separate it with other books and not feel like I'm just overwhelming myself with Christmas and holiday cheer. Okay, I just thought of this because now this is what I want to go look for. Is I had 2 Christmas albums like on CDs. Like we had generic Christmas music, like tapes and stuff, but I owned on CD the Christina Aguilera Christmas album, which was the only Christina Aguilera album I owned, but like, I mean, I like Christina Aguilera, but that was all I owned. And then the NSYNC Christmas album, and I listened to both of those religiously. And so now I kind of want to just go look those up and listen to those, because that's like the vibes I'm feeling. I do love myself like a good classic Christmas, just like the Charlie Brown soundtrack, what's his name, Vince, is it Grimaldi? I'll try to put it in here. That soundtrack hits. I'm not like a big Charlie Brown fan, but like I love that soundtrack. And then I'm a sucker for a good like religious Christmas song. Like nothing hits like that. This is my life, where I just like allow him to exist and inconvenience myself. Yesterday I was hungry, but Franny came over for cuddles, and I was like, well, I can't possibly go get food because I'm getting Franny cuddles. I mean, it's hard enough for me to push him away, and he cuddles all the time, so, you know, but Franny cuddles, that's a blessing. But yes, a like religious Christmas song, Joy to the World, Oh Come, Emmanuel, that is my jam right there. My jam. I will lose my ever-loving mind. And I will say, I always wonder about it, like, is it because it kind of reminds me of when I was a kid and like everything was so easy, like, you know, I don't know. Anyways, so yes, but I think I'm gonna go look up maybe I'll start with the NSYNC album if I can find it on. I use YouTube Music because I have YouTube Premium, so that's just the easiest thing for me to use. Okay, I was gonna lay down, but apparently this is what we're doing right now. He's never done this before, but apparently this is what we're doing. Oscar, should we make Christmas cards? We're not gonna mail them because stamps are like 73 cents now. But like maybe we could just post it on Instagram or something. I won't make you wear a costume. I'll just like Photoshop you or something. Okay, we really are just gonna, okay. Okay, let me go and sit here and I don't know. Oh, another house across the street is getting new siding, and I think I don't know if you can hear it. There's a knocking because they're like, whatever you do to attach siding to a house. So, oh dear sister. Oh, you gonna go see sister? Okay. Make good choices, Oscar. You know your sister is in charge of you. Okay. This has been going on for like 20 minutes. I will update you at some point. You know it's officially Christmas season because Wegmans has their wreath up. I am actually almost done with Sleigh. It's okay. It's like 3 stars. There's something off about the dialogue that I can't figure out. Like, it's written weirdly, but I'm pretty sure the author is American. So, because usually when I think it's a little like weird, it's just it's somebody from a different country that has like a different dialect almost of English. So like Australia, New Zealand, the UK, something like that. But I'm pretty sure she's not. So I don't know. I'm trying to get down to just 2 bags to bring into Wegmans with me. That's actually all I need for the groceries. So it's okay. I have like 30 minutes left in the ebook. But yes, I did not finish it before vacation. It is now after vacation. But I am hoping to finish it tonight. But I'm excited to see the wreath at Wegmans. It is also like 5 o'clock and it is so dark. I feel like that looks like fairly light out, which one, I'm in a parking lot, so there's lots of lights obviously. But also like I think the sun just went down, but it is now in fact. I never remember when it's daylight savings and when it's not, but whatever, the clock's changed, so we went back an hour last weekend. So that sucks. I hate it, but it's fine. It's also very hard for me to work out now after work because I don't really get afraid about running outside by myself. Like from a safety standpoint, I mean, I try to always be aware of my surroundings and everything, but I'm not particularly worried. And lately I've been running on the canal and not on a road. Like the road obviously at night is concerning. I do have a vest and I do have lights I can put on my shoes if I want, but I'm not honestly sure if I'm allowed to be on the canal at night. I think technically it's supposed to close at dusk, so I don't know. There is a park near my work, so I may just end up starting going there, because right now for the most part I should be fine to do that because I get out at 4:30, so it's like a mile down the road, and during the week I do 30 minutes, so I should be good. I might bring a vest just to be on the safe side, and we just have to get through like the equinox and then it should start getting lighter again. So I don't know, it was a little bit of a downer, but I have to go. I have so much food to cook tonight. I need to make some shredded chicken, so I probably should have come out here sooner because that's probably going to take a while to cook, but who cares? It's fine. I'm just hoping I'll be home by like 7, so we'll see. I shall talk to you later. Hello, I totally forgot to update you. I did in fact finish Sleigh by, I can't remember her name. I looked it up. So she's from Canada. I still don't feel like that explains it, but anyways, I give it 3 stars, maybe like a 2.5. There was a lot of things that happened in it, like with the romance and with friendships, that were just like rushed for no reason. Like the heroine Cat, she like brings her parents, like drive her home or back to the ranch she's at, and she introduces them to 2 other people at the ranch, and she says like, these are 2 of my best friends, and I'm like, how are they 2 of your best friends? You've known them for like a month and a half. Like, I don't know. And there was a lot with Oliver, the love interest, where like she kept talking about stuff like he had things in Australia to deal with back home, and then he went back home, and I was like, oh, okay, so we're gonna like go see this. There was like one scene in Australia, and no, we did not see any of it. Sorry if that's a spoiler, but I was just like, I see this sometimes in romance novels where like an author will like really only focus on one character, and that's fine, but then definitely have it be in like first person or only one POV, I feel like. Because if you're gonna do two POVs, I need to like care about them both equally, or at least like have you attempt to make me care about them both. I don't know. So it was fine. Like it was cute. It was very like surface level, very much so like Hallmark Christmas movie vibes kind of. So I guess, but like for some reason that bothers me less in a movie environment than it does in a book. I feel like in a book, maybe because you're like in characters' heads, I'm like, you have no reason to not go there. I don't know. So yes. I think the next book I'm going to be reading for this is Lovelight Farms. I am currently reading Funny Story on audio, and then after that I will read Lovelight Farms. So that should be fun and exciting. I also saw some stuff about holiday movies, so I screenshotted that and put it on my phone so I may watch some holiday movies. We will see. I've tried to pull back on the Christmas music. I'm trying to ration my holiday joy so that I don't overwhelm myself. Hello, I am back. I am taking a little break at work, so I thought I would update. So I am going to start, hopefully today, the next book in this reading blog. Oh my goodness, I'm tired. Anyways, so I have my iPad, so I can read you the synopsis. I can't remember if I read the synopsis for the first one, so whatever. But the next one is Lovelight Farms by B.K. Borison, which is very popular. It came out a few years ago. And I think the series might be done now. Yes, the last one came out this year. I think they're like all seasonal. I don't know. Anyways, this one is Christmas related. And I have this on audio from my library, which, y'all, can I tell you, because I think I said in the first video, I had one book that I was waiting on, which I was planning on reading it by audio, and I was waiting on it from my library, and it says like several months, and I'm just like not hopeful. Like they've gotten more copies, but I don't know. And then I was thinking last night while I was waiting for dance to start, I could check the regular library, like the physical library. So, which part of that is because I read Powerless, and I was thinking about reading Reckless, but that hold is several months long, just like Powerless was. And I looked, and it's actually like available at my local library right now. I could just like drive there and get it. Which I actually decided I wasn't gonna read it right away. So it's fine. But I was like, why don't I do that more? Like, I'm just using my break, you know? This book, the other book I wanted, is available from my library. That's not like all the copies are taken out right now, but there's a low hold list. So, and there's like 8 copies across the library system, across the county. So I put in a hold for that, and they just transfer it to your like preferred branch. And there used to be a $50 fee, or 50-cent fee for that, but the last time I did it, they didn't do that anymore. So, or at least my local branch doesn't. So I don't know. I mean, I'll pay the 50 cents, but whatever. So yes, I did look. I am getting sucked into the pumpkin spice cafe hype. And I couldn't get it from my library electronically. Actually, that's not true. I think it is on Hoopla as an ebook, but I've never read an ebook through Hoopla, and I don't think I can send it to my Kindle, and I'm not sure I want to read a whole book on my phone. So, you know, but it is at my library, but there are 62 holds. Anyways, synopsis for Lovelight Farms. Two best friends fake date to reach their holiday happily ever after in this first romantic comedy in the Lovelight series. A pasture of dead trees, a hostile takeover of the Santa barn by a family of raccoons. Did I just say raccoons? Raccoons. Whoa. And shipments that have mysteriously gone missing. Lovelight Farms is not the magical winter wonderland of Stella Bloom's dreams. In an effort to save the Christmas tree farm she's loved since she was a kid, Stella enters a contest with Instagram famous influencer Evelyn St. James. With the added publicity and the $100,000 cash prize, Stella might just be able to save the farm from its financial woes. There's just one problem. To make the farm seem like a romantic destination for the holidays, she's lied on her application and said she owns Lovelight Farms with her boyfriend. Only there is no boyfriend.
Enter best friend Luca Peters. He just stopped by for some hot chocolate and somehow got a farm and a serious girlfriend in the process, but fake dating his best friend might be the best Christmas present he's ever received. It's like weirdly similar to the last book I read. Although I feel like that's like a standard holiday romance thing, is like thing that you love is like in danger and you have to save it, and that, so I guess it's pretty, yeah, that's pretty normal. So I've heard good things. I've heard good things. I have it on audio from Hoopla. So my plan is, normally I listen at work, but I'm working from home today, and when I'm working from home, I don't usually listen to audiobooks. So I think instead I will listen on my way to and from dance tonight to get started. So yes, I'm also incredibly behind on my Goodreads goal, and I am trying. So I will update you when I start reading with my thoughts. Hello. So I am going to do a little update on Lovelight Farms. I'm like 75-80% of the way done. I'm trying to decorate for Christmas. Get started. I bought these stocking holders because I figured, I was very torn when I was looking. Please pray that these don't fall down, because I feel like they might damage the like tile or whatever in front of my fireplace. I got stockings last year for the hooligans, which I have no idea where they are. I will find them eventually. I'm also like cold, but I refuse to turn my heat up. I mean, it's 68, it should not be bad, but like, anyways. So yes, I just need to find wherever I put their stockings. They're just in a box somewhere. I mean, I'm not probably going to put anything in their stockings. It's just for the aesthetics. And so they had like individual ones. I went to Target because I had a Target gift card. But I was like, well, what if I can't get new ones? And then they had these ones that said Joy, which I thought was really cute. But that would be great for like them and me. Or if I get one other cat, but what if I get 2 cats? So I figured I would get 4 to be on the safe side. Plus then Franny's trying to get in a box. She's going to be so devastated when I'm done unpacking. Devastated. I figure this way we can add 2 more cats, and I feel like these will be easy to add other ones to, and it won't look that weird. So I'm just going to put them all up, because why not? I don't know where my stocking is either. I'm assuming, I feel like my mom might have it. I don't think I ever got it back one Christmas. So my stocking is actually made by my mom. It's like embroidery kind of, or like cross-stitched. So I love it. Theirs are from Disney last year. I think one is like Minnie and one is Mickey. So you cutie patooties. I thought about getting those like little like label, like I always see at the store near these like little like letters, and I thought about getting those and adding them, but I don't know, I feel like 1, I'm already spending too much money, and 2, that just seems like a toy, but I thought it would be cute. Eventually I would like to get their stockings embroidered, to have their names on them, but we'll see. And I am currently watching a video by Scott Kramer about the Minnesota State Fair. It's from a few months ago, but I'm a little behind on my Scott Kramer, and I love Scott Kramer videos. He is just, I was reading the comments on this video, and somebody said that he is like PBS, and I just have to say, 1, I feel like Scott would take that as the highest of compliments, and 2, hard agree. As somebody who didn't really have cable growing up, we had cable at my dad's, but not at my mom's, and I cannot untwist tie this to save my life. We didn't have cable at my mom's, which is where I spent the majority of my time. So I watched a lot of PBS. Now I'm probably like 5 to 7 years older than Scott. So we had slightly different PBS experiences, but still. And can you cut a twist tie? I feel like you can't, but like I can't figure out how to Oh my gosh, there are so many twist ties. I'm gonna have to like bury these. Oscar thinks twist ties are a toy. Anyways, Lovelight Farms. I am quite frankly not really enjoying it. So I actually almost stopped immediately because I immediately knew I did not like the narrator for this audiobook. Also, once they said the narrator's name, I realized that this book was probably going to be told in first person, which it is. Is it? Yes, it's definitely one POV. And I have talked about this before. I do not like my romance novels like that. I prefer to see all parties involved. Oh, I can just pull them out. Their POVs. It also makes it hard if like you don't fully connect with one, like with the main person. You don't like ever get an escape from them. Also, I didn't realize this was going to be unrequited love. So I almost bailed right away, and then I decided not to. And it's not going to be like a 2-star. I think it's just going to be like a boring 3-star. And I've been honestly, like, I just DNF'd a book yesterday that I was like, not for me. Probably a 3-star. And it's not that I have a problem with 3 stars, but like, I'm at the point in my life where if you can't get me at like 25% and I think it's going to be a 3-star read, I'm probably going to bail. Like, unless there's another reason for me not to. Which, like, in this case, it's for the video. And I was kind of like, there's so many people whose content I enjoy that like love these books. And so I was like, maybe something's going to happen. It's not working for me. Now, there is, like, we just got introduced to the, like, social media girl, and she has, like, a history with somebody else at the farm, and I find that kind of interesting, and so I am casually into the sequel bait, and I may consider it, but I will most likely, if I do that, try to get the books, like, as books, instead of listening to them in audio. But I don't know. I'm not feeling it. And it's not very Christmassy, which I guess I should have realized. So, like, it takes place at a Christmas tree farm, but it's really taking place before Christmas, which makes sense. But I don't know. It's not having, like, the Christmas vibes I want. Like, I feel like Sleigh, You'll Stay, even though it wasn't that good in the end, had more Christmas vibes. And that also didn't take place, like, predominantly at Christmas. So, you know, it's like, what do you do? So, we'll see. But that's my update. So, now I have to do, I bought these candles, but I have to put batteries in them to put in my windows too. So, I will update you when I'm done, which will hopefully happen today because I have a 4-mile run to do. So, I should finish it while I'm doing that and my grocery shopping at the very least. So, oh my gosh. Hello. So I just finished my 4 miles. It did not go great, but I did it. So we'll just be grateful for that. And everything. I probably didn't need sunglasses, but rather have them and not need them than need them and not have them. I also have like very sensitive eyes. So I also probably didn't need my gloves, but I never like felt the need to take them off. Anyways, I did in fact finish Lovelight Farms as I expected I would. And it did not get any better. If anything, it got more annoying. What's her name? Stella? I'm getting like around. I have to go grocery shopping now. She is so fucking stupid. Like, and I think my big problem was, so, cause like, I'm gonna tell you, listen, I don't care if this is a spoiler. He's like, I love you. And she's like, no. And it's just like, it's not even like he wasn't saying, he was saying, I love you. I want to be your boyfriend. Like, and she's like, no, you don't. Dude can't win. So it's just like, how dumb can you be? And like, I was told like a couple times, like, she's afraid people are gonna leave her, but like, and that's why she acts that way. But like, I did not pick that up from the actual story, you know? So, whatever. I did not like it. I mean, it's fine. I haven't marked it right on my Goodreads yet, but I'm probably gonna give it 3 stars. It's probably more of like a 2.5, but I feel like I don't know how much of that is influenced by the narrator. And so I really try not to hold narrators against books in my ratings, because it's not the book's fault, you know? Like, it just because you have a bad narrator. Obviously, like, if I'm rating it as an audiobook, that's different. Like, when I had Audible and I would review, like, on Audible you could do like an overall, a story, and then like the performance, and I think that's really good and helpful. And so and I really do think, like, I don't think she like objectively did a bad job, but there was just something about her voice that immediately irritated me. And it's not like it's a narrator I know, because there's one narrator that is very popular in the romance world. Actually, I don't know if she still is, because I feel like I haven't seen her name in forever. But I used to know both of her names because I viscerally hated her books, like her narration. So if I saw her name as a narrator, I was like, oh no. And she actually narrates one of my favorite books, so that really sucks, but that's okay. So yes, I have one more book left. That is Mangoes and Mistletoe, which is on the shorter side. I think I have it on audio. I think it's like 3.5 hours or something, and it is a female romance. I think I've heard good things. I don't know if it's true that I heard about this from Riley Marie, or if I just assume I did, because ow, I hit myself with my gourd. Or if I just assume it was her, because she would talk about a female romance. So yes, but I don't think I'm going to start that today. I had a library hold come in, so I want to listen to that first. So yes, but then we'll be done. So let me go do my grocery shopping. Ooh, my ears are starting to hurt. My ears don't hurt typically in the cold. It's like when you come back in from the cold that they start to hurt. So bye. So I do not know if I'm going to actually read this book today. I am probably going to go to the store and go grocery shopping, but I do plan on picking it up tomorrow because I have to do 5 miles tomorrow, and this book is only like 3 hours long, so I think I'll be able to finish it on my run. So I thought I would talk about it now while I have my camera out and my hair is looking moderately cute. So this is the 3rd and final book in my contemporary holiday romance series, and this one is Mangoes and Mistletoe by Adriana Herrera. I shall read you the synopsis. Quisqueya Burgos left the tropical beaches of the Dominican Republic with a lot to prove. As a pastry chef on the come-up, when she arrives in Scotland, she has one goal in mind: win the holiday baking challenge. Winning is her opportunity to prove to her family, her former boss, and most importantly herself, she can make it in the culinary world. Quisqueya will stop at nothing to win, that is, if she can keep her eyes on the prize and off her infuriating teammates' perfect lips. Sully Morales, home cooking hustler and self-proclaimed baking brujita, lands in Scotland on a quest to find her purpose after spending years as her family's caregiver. But now with her home life back on track, it's time for Sully to get reacquainted with her greatest love, baking. Winning the holiday baking challenge is a no-brainer if she can convince her grumpy AF baking partner that they make a great team both in and out of the kitchen before an unexpected betrayal ends their chance to attain culinary competition glory. So, yes, I am cautiously optimistic about this one. I just, like, for whatever reason, female romances and I have not had the best experience. There is something often in them that there's like a passion missing that I don't understand. Like, I don't get why. Like,
they're written that, like, I get occasionally, like, obviously everybody has a different writing style, characters, people are different romances are different, but every single one, and I'm like, they're just so like gentle. Again, that is fine occasionally, but like, I just don't believe that every like lesbian relationship is like that. Like, I just don't believe it. Like, I just don't. I mean, I guess I don't know that for a fact, but I think statistically that is unlikely. So I don't know. So there's a lot of pressure on this book. I think it's gonna be cute. It sounds like it is going to be cute. I like a good like baking challenge. I don't think I realized it was taking place in Scotland. That's kind of fun. And it's pretty short, which I'm kind of hoping will give it a Hallmark movie vibe. I think that sometimes some of these holiday stories like would benefit by perhaps being novellas because they're not as fleshed out as they should be. It's like you're writing a Hallmark movie, but really a Hallmark movie is a novella, you know? They're not that deep, and that's okay. It's fine. You can have a deep novella, but a lot of times they're not, and it's okay. Just do it. So I am hopeful that this will give me some of those Hallmarky vibes. Plus, like, this cover, look at it. Look how cute that is. Like, it's giving me the holiday vibes. So yes, if I do end up going grocery shopping tonight, I will probably start this then. If not, it'll be tomorrow morning when I go out for my run. So I just thought I would give you a little update. I will probably just update you when I'm done because I'm expecting to finish it basically in one go.
Hello, I'm trapped at the top of my stairs. Oscar, can I go down? My fear is one day I will die and my dying will be falling downstairs. Hey, come on. I just got back from my run. Although sadly I did not run a lot. Yes, my stairs creak. I actually don't mind it. It was better than last week's 4 miles, but I don't know if it was statistically better. But it felt a little better. My hip didn't hurt. I've had a problem with my right hip for like a couple of years, and I think it's really a strength and conditioning issue, and I'm working on it. It usually starts hurting me around mile 3, and it barely hurt, but my left knee did hurt, so I may have been compensating for something. But it was still too slow. Slower than I need to be. I'm very scared. I'm training for a half marathon, and this training has been not good. And, you know, it's my own fault. So, I just use too many excuses and stuff. Let me see your little booty. And it's supposed to be my redemption half marathon because I did get swept at the half marathon I tried last year at mile 12, which really sucked. Yeah, that was rough. I don't know. And this was supposed to be like my comeback. And at this point, I think I just don't know what's going to happen. I'm trying. It's also hard. Which this is an excuse. It is hard to train in the winter. So, you know, but that's an excuse. So it'll be what it'll be. I have to take responsibility. Hopefully I will complete it. Maybe the gods will look upon me, the Run Disney gods, and put me not in the last corral. I think I have a chance if I'm not in the last corral. So, because somehow I did races in April and somehow I was in like one of the earlier corrals and I have no idea how that happened. And also like if I'm in the last corral, I know I'm going to try to get out early, but if I'm in any other corral, I like to be towards the end, which definitely if I'm in an early one, I like to be in the back because
I'm not fast enough, I feel like. So I feel like it would be dangerous, but it's also just so stressful. So even if I'm just in the second to last corral, as long as the weather's not bad, I'll probably have like a 10 to 15 minute buffer, I think. Maybe more. I don't know. Anyways, I did start and finish Mangoes and Mistletoe. And I was listening at 2.5 and I had to slow it down a little bit. I think I was at like 2.15 because I was just having like a little issue hearing everything. Also the one girl, her name is Sully, not Sully. And then the other girl is Kitsaya. I think I did say that last night correctly. I gave it 4 stars. It's probably like a 3.5, but I round up generally. It definitely wasn't soft, which by the way, I don't mean like BDSM, like hardcore stuff when I say not soft, but like it was definitely more sexual. Sully, especially, that girl has like a one-track mind. Like, I might need to work on that, but I kind of like, I wish there was a smidge more actual baking content, but at the same time, it's a novella, so you know, you have to make sacrifices. The romance is a little on the rush side, but again, that is something that is going to happen like 99% of the time in a novella. So like for me, that's not something that I'm gonna like hold against the book, really. It's just something you have to know going in. But I thought it was cute. I think it would make a cute little movie, like obviously depending on how you want to do it, maybe like a passion flicks type thing if you wanted to try and have some slightly more explicit content. But yes, it was cute. I had some trouble differentiating the two heroines, which I think was a little bit in the writing, but on audio, it can get hard if you're using the same narrator, which this did, which I'm sure is cheaper, and that's fine. And she didn't really do different voices for them. And so it's hard when you literally don't have 2 different voices. It could have happened if I was reading it in ebook too, because I do think that they were slightly similar in like their thought processes, but you know. But yes, there was a lot of like surface level things, but again, novella, so it's fine. It was probably my favorite. Yeah, it was definitely my favorite out of all of the books I read for this video. So I'm a little sad I didn't have like a 5-star, amazing, fantastic, wonderful, Christmassy vibes. I would say the first one, Sleigh, Stay, is probably the most Christmassy. And I would say then Lovelight Farms, which is funny because Lovelight Farms takes place at a Christmas tree farm. And then I think in the order that I like them, it's this, Sleigh, Stay, Lovelight Farms. But I think I said this in Lovelight Farms, I did not like that narrator, so that could have been part of it. I don't know. Also, this one was told in 2 POVs, so it was Sleigh, Stay, whereas Lovelight Farms was 1 POV, and generally I am more likely to like a 2 POV romance. So you have that. But this was fun and cute. I would recommend it. Honestly, out of all of them, yes, I enjoyed it the most, but I would recommend it the most as a holiday romance. Even though I think Lovelight Farms is probably more popular. That's my opinion. So, yes. But I think the next one up will be reading historical holiday romances. I will, spoiler alert, I'm already reading the first one and it's not going great. Fingers crossed. But I am pretty hopeful about the new releases and the non-Christmas romances. So we shall see. Okay.